Hello, and welcome to the Folsom Lake College online tutorial for applying as an advanced ed student. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to our Folsom Lake College main webpage and click on Apply. Once you are here, you're going to want to click on Create an Account. Next, click on Begin Creating My Account. On this page, input all of your personal information. When you scroll down to the bottom where it says Social Security Number, check Yes if you have your Social Security number ready to input, and check No if you either do not have a Social Security number or you decline to put one at this time. If you have a Social Security number and you don't know it at this time, also check No, but know that when you complete your application, your identification number will not be mailed to you directly. It'll actually go to the school instead. So it makes it a little bit harder. So if you know your social, or if you know somebody that knows your social, go ahead and get it from them as soon as possible. And when you're done with this page, just click Continue. This page is also about personal information, but it's actually the contact information page. So go ahead and put your personal email address. Make sure it's not your school's email address because that will go away when you graduate. And telephone number, make sure there are no hash marks. And then your permanent address, make sure it is only characters and letters, no symbols. And once again, when you're done with this page, go ahead and click Continue. So this is the username and password page. You're going to be creating a username and password for your CCC ID. And what I want to make clear is that when you make your Los Rios account, which we'll follow up in the video a little bit later, you won't be using this same username and password. But if you ever lose that account, the Los Rios account that is, you can actually recover it through this username and password. So there's actually kind of two username and passwords you'll be creating today, and this is the first one for your CCC ID. So you're going to do the username and the password, then you're going to repeat the password, and then for additional security, you're actually going to make a 4-digit personal identification number for your open CCC account. So again, not your Los Rios ID, but your California Community College's ID. And then one final measure to make sure that if you do lose both accounts, you can get them back is some security questions. So make sure you remember these answers to the T. They're case sensitive. So whatever you put, you have to be able to put exactly later on when you're trying to recover your account. And when you're done filling out all the security questions and your username, password, and PIN, go ahead and click on the I am not a robot button and then click Create My Account. So once you hit that Create My Account button, it should bring you here and it should say Account Created. And this is once again your CCC ID. So this is what you'll use to recover your Los Rios ID if you ever lose that in the future. So make sure to save this in your records or just take a screenshot of it, just keep it around, and then have it in the files of your computer hidden somewhere. And also your username and password, make sure you remember those as well. And then once you have all this written down, go ahead and hit Continue. So it should bring you to a Folsom Lake College specific application if you clicked on the Apply button right from our website, but if it doesn't, there should be a drop-down menu that says Select a Community College to enroll, and then click Folsom Lake College from there. But if you're already seeing this page, then don't worry about it. So the next step will be choosing the term for which you are applying, and that term will always be the term after the one you are currently in if you're applying as an advanced ed student. So let's say you're taking courses right now in fall of 2020, then if you're looking to take advanced ed courses next semester, you'd select spring 2021. And then it's also going to ask you to select an educational goal and an intended major program of study. Go ahead and do those based on your best interests right now. You can actually change those later on, but it's just something we kind of use as a demographic information. So do both of those and then go ahead and hit Continue. So this is another account information page. The first one was actually for the CCC ID. This one is for the Los Rios ID through Folsom Lake College. So this page actually has a Review My Account button with information that you submitted with your CCC ID. And I'm not going to click it right here because it does show some information on this account. But if you did not put a Social Security number earlier on the CCC ID, go ahead and click this box and then hit Edit My Account, and you can actually input it here. And then make sure the rest of the information is correct. And when you're done with that piece, then scroll down to the current mailing address. And if your mailing address is different than your physical address that you put on your CCC ID, go ahead and put that here. So if you have like a P.O. box or something like that, then that's what you'd input here, as opposed to just your normal physical address where you actually live. So once that's all done, go ahead and scroll down and hit Continue. So this first box under education is actually probably the most important for you as an advanced ed student. It's saying as of January 5th, 2021, I will have the following college enrollment status. So that means that you are actually going to click enrolling in high school or lower grade and college at the same time. This is if you're an advanced ed student. This is really important for how your application goes through. So make sure you select this. So if you're a student that's going into either his sophomore, junior, or freshman year and you meet the requirements for advanced education, this is the one you're going to be clicking. If you're graduating high school, you'd put something else, but since you are currently enrolled in high school and going to be taking college classes next semester, this is the one you're going to click. And you'll notice when you put this in this box, it automatically fills this box out, so you don't actually have to worry about that. And then scroll down and go to last high school attended. Even though you're currently in high school, you're still going to say I attended high school, and then you're going to input the high school that you are currently attending. Then if you just scroll down a little bit more, you'll see the high school transcript information, and you'll notice it says your responses will not affect your admission to college. Just put the grade that you completed previously. So if you're moving into 11th grade, or if you're in 11th grade, then you'll put 10th grade. If you're moving into 12th grade, then you'll put 11th grade. So we'll just say 10th grade for right now. And then it'll be your unweighted high school GPA for the English and math classes that you're going to be taking. Don't worry about this too much because it'll change later on as your junior and senior math and English grades get updated. But just fill it out for everything that is true right now. So let's say you have a 3.5 GPA in 11th grade, then that's what you'll put. And then English course, you'll go through what is the highest you completed. If you are in 11th grade right now, then it's probably something like English composition, 11th grade English composition or literature, and then you'll put the grade for that. So let's say you got an A-. Same thing for math. So it's not that hard. Just go through, maybe pull your transcript up in the background and plug it in based on what you're currently taking. So if you're in 11th grade, it might be, let's say, pre-algebra, pre-calculus, I guess, and then what grade? A-. So not too hard. So once you're done with that, just go ahead and go into the college education piece and select no degree. And then colleges and universities attended will most likely be none because this is your first time attending college or university. So after that's all done, go ahead and click continue. So for the citizenship and military page, just select the ones that are applicable to you and then click continue. For the residency page, this one's kind of more demographic information as well. There are some things that might change, but nothing's going to affect your admissions. So even if you have lived outside of California since January 15th, 2019, it won't affect admissions. So we'll just say yes. And then if any of these apply to you, go ahead and click on them. And then same with this. So just make sure you read through this page carefully. There's not really any specific information about them that you need to know. It's just kind of reading through and then selecting the best that apply to you. Then once this whole page is done, go ahead and click continue. So this page is kind of just more demographic information as well. As you read at the top, it will not be used for discriminatory purposes. It's just kind of for our own demographic information, so it doesn't affect your admissions. So just go through and, like I said on the previous page, read through them carefully and then select the box that best applies to you. So once you get to the bottom where it says programs and services, this is actually something that you can just get information on if you click one of them. So if I want some information on career planning, then I'll probably just get like some emails about career planning and stuff like that. So if online classes are something that interests you, so you can select multiple, as you can see, and then anything that really interests you, go ahead and click one of those boxes. And then once you're done with this page, again, go ahead and click continue. So we're almost done, just a couple more pages, and they're short pages. So this one is more demographic information. Once again, does not affect your admissions, but it is good for our own demographics. So please record the best responses, and if you decline to state, that is fine as well. And then same for this question, and then do that all the way down. So once we get to here, if you don't know, or if you just, again, are declining to state, just select unknown for both of these. If you do know, go ahead and put them in. If not, don't worry about it. And then for race and ethnicity, same thing. Just go ahead and click the ones that best apply to you, and then once you're done with this page, go ahead and click continue. So this is the final page of supplemental questions, and they also do not affect your application status. So on the ones that have the option decline to state, so if you scroll down and it shows gross annual income and you don't know, or if you decline to state, just decline to state as well, it's fine. Individuals in your household, if you want to fill this information out, that helps us a great deal. But if you don't want to, don't worry about it. But prior education, you might have already had your transcript up from the previous questions. So just go ahead and enroll those. And then college units, you probably have 0 because you're an advanced ed student for the first time. And then cell phone number, same one that you included earlier. You don't have to include it. It's really nice, especially for times right now when there's some power outages going on and there's some shutdowns happening. It's a way for us to kind of let you know what's going on if your email is down or if your internet is down, something like that. So highly recommend including this because they do send text messages as well that kind of give you updates about stuff that's going on. So that's a good one. You probably already know this. Citizenship information, put whatever best applies to you in these. So citizen of the United States of America, and same thing, United States of America. So if it's different, go ahead and please state there. And you'll probably receive some follow-up information about the other steps that you can do. So same with these. Just read through carefully and then select either yes or no for each one. And then this is the same thing. So basically all of these are just read carefully and then select either yes or no depending on if they apply to you. This, however, is very important. It's your password security setup. So if you lose your Folsom Lake College ID, username, and password, this is what you will use to get this account back. So these are the security questions for this specific account. And I know you created security questions and a security pin for your CCC ID, but that's for if you can't even remember these. So these are the ones that you really need to remember. So make sure, again, that everything that you input is a direct, even the case sensitive for what you put right here. So you have to be able to remember this in the future. So these are fake security questions for me, but childhood nickname, let's say your nickname was Peanut. I don't know. I think that's a lot of people's nicknames. So we'll put that. And I didn't put any caps. If I had changed this to a capital P, then when it asks me for this answer in the future, I would have to put a capital P there. So you can make it easy on yourself and not put the capital P, or you can make it a little bit more security rigorous and put the capital P, but then you'll have to remember that later on. And then do the same thing for security question 2. And then once these are done, go ahead and click continue. So this is the submission page. So you're almost done. This button, you can review your application, go through everything, and make sure everything is correct. If you need to input your social security number, remember you can go back to the account page and hit edit my account. So this is just kind of to review, but the account one is where you'll actually make some changes. So then go ahead and scroll down, read through this, I consent, submit your application, declare that all of this application pertains to me. Then you read through all this, make sure you're okay with it. It's kind of just the terms and conditions. I know everybody reads all of those all the time, so go ahead and click that box as well. And then hit submit my application. And then once you do that, you should get an email to your personal email that you put into your account saying that we received your application. Once again, if you didn't input your social security number, you might not receive it right away. It might take a couple days. But if you did input your social, then you'll get the first email that says you finished your account, you finished creating your account, and it will tell you the instructions for waiting on your Los Rios ID, which is what we call your W number, because it's a W followed by 7 numbers, and that's what you'll use to actually log into things for Los Rios. So that's what you'll use for e-services and Canvas, which is how you select courses and get in contact with your professors and also actually take the classes. And some of you may have used Canvas for high school classes. If you haven't, don't worry about it. It's pretty simple to use, and most of your professors will help you go over it. So with that, you are all done, and you are officially an advanced ed student. Congratulations. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to watch one of our other online tutorial videos or give us a call at 916-608-6500.